The digested food is absorbed by the finger-like projections in the small intestine. We call it as villi. So villi absorbs the digested food. What happens to the undigested food? The undigested food, that is the waste things in the food, moves to the large intestine. Now let us look at the diagram of human anus and let's have a study about human anus. The parts of the human anus are, this region is called as a rectum. This one here where you can see a internal anal sphincter. This region is called as internal anal sphincter. External anal sphincter, anal aperture. Rectum is the last part of the large intestine which connects the sigmoid colon to the anal colon. It's a final segment of about 4 centimeters. It's the last segment of this gastrointestinal tract. When the unwanted material reaches the large intestine, the peristaltic waves moves the stool into the rectum. Water gets reabsorbed and the remaining waste, that is hard mass, gets stored in the last part of the large intestine which we call that as rectum. In rectum, we can see that there are 2 muscular layers. These 2 muscular layers helps for the exit of the stools. These 2 muscular layers are the one, that is internal involuntary circular smooth muscles. It's a final segment of about 4 centimeters. It's the last segment of this gastrointestinal tract. When the unwanted material reaches the large intestine, the peristaltic waves moves the stool into the rectum. Water gets reabsorbed and the remaining waste, that is hard mass, gets stored in the last part of the large intestine which we call that as rectum. In rectum, we can see that there are 2 muscular layers. These 2 muscular layers helps for the exit of the stools. These 2 muscular layers are the one, that is internal involuntary circular smooth muscles. This involuntary muscular layer is not under the control of the will of the person. So they are under the control of autonomous nervous system. This internal muscular layer is not under the control of the will of the person and under the control of autonomous nervous system. The next is external muscular layer. So it is under the control of the will of the person. These 2 muscular structures help in opening and closing of the aperture of the anal canal, which we call that as sphincters. This smelly yellowish fecal mass is called as stools. Is later expelled out of the body through the anus. Now let's conclude it. So, there are two types of muscular layers which help to exist of the stools.